got strong versus weak players. That's our first measure up piece that we need to look at to start a game. I didn't. Oh yeah. Oh, who tossed it? And you should have went that way. You're always going to become trail. Always. All right, so we got some sizable bigs. We're going to have above the rim play possibly. It looks like beyond there we just got a wide variety of guards. That would have been a good one to get Tep. That was a rhythm, speed, balance, quickness. It was just a balance right there. Good. Shadow, you got to mirror the ball. Don't go through players. Go around players. Okay. Good. So mark a small tidbit on that play as lead. When the ball's out wide over top of you at trail land, the ball comes wide, you should probably take at least a step or two towards the sideline. In essence, widening your position on the floor. And then once the ball makes its way in or towards, I guess, the center of the floor, then you take your step back, one or two steps back towards the paint. So in essence, it's called mirroring the ball. And that's going to help a lot in your lead rotation game. As the ball starts going across the floor, you mirror it and then eventually you're going to find your way across the lane. That was a travel. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Don't get yourself frozen to the ground. Keep moving it. That'll help you introduce across the lane. Dan, I didn't see the play. You know, I'm not going to discredit your call or credit it. But what you showed me in mechanics made you look extremely confident on it. So that's a very important part. I would just say slow down 1 pip, 1 second. Mark it with your fist. Wait a little second. Say offensive foul, legal screen, whatever it might be. But then we need to let our partners and everybody else know where the ball is going to go out, right? Because I could have an illegal screen anywhere on the floor, and that indicates where the ball is going to be going out. So I need to tell my partners, you know, end line here, end line there, sideline here, sideline there, because it's where the foul occurred, not where the ball was. Yep. Foul all day. Tap, just make sure we're not walking through players to report. Walking around the lane and the players. That's right, he's busy with that. So now you need to step in and help with the sub. Perfect. Is the coach asking him about that foul call? Because that was a very obvious foul. So Dan just showed us a good habit here. We kind of talked about this last game. I know, Dan, you weren't on last game, but we had talked about doing 5-second closely guarded counts, changing hands, whatever. But if I start practicing that from the tip-off all the way through the game, I don't even have to think about remembering to do it come the last minute or two of the game. I should be doing it the entire game. So I'm already in that good habit right off the bat. And if coaches and players see that, they're going to know that he's on top of his stuff from minute 1 to the very last minute. Rotate. I was just going to say to Tep, but he ran off. Let's see if we can get a rotation.
Yeah, I thought there was one.
Be more fluid. He missed one there, probably 2 there. So once we get it in, we're going to start mirroring the ball back and forth. We've got nobody in-house, so we can be out. Now we come in, find your angle. I'd have to see that. I'd have to see that play again. I don't recall which pivot foot he was pivoting on and how he stepped through, but that might have very well been a legal step through. It's something maybe to look at on film, because remember, you can pick up your pivot foot in order to pass or in order to shoot. So if you, and this is fairly common, is people, especially at the high school level, we don't see a lot of step throughs like this. So we end up calling them because a lot of people in the stands also think it's a travel. And we at times get fooled, as a varsity official, get fooled by step throughs and end up calling a travel. Again, I didn't see that particular play and if it was actually a travel or not, but it might have very well been legal. And that's probably why the coach was in your ear about it. And that might have been one to get right off the bat. Now, mind you, this is coming from my angle versus your angle. You have the calling angle, but if I'm looking at it from a coach's or a fan angle, that guy swatted through, and I don't know if he hit him. At least from my angle, it looked like he might have. I talked about it on the mic here. I didn't actually see it because I didn't track which one is your pivot. I don't know. Tep, here's something to think about as your C. The ball's away. You really don't have a whole lot of stake in when the ball's away like that. But what you do have stake in is watching. There's usually going to be some kind of weak side screen or screen on your near side of the paint. And in this case, number 40 blue said in my opinion, it was a illegal screen to get his buddy open. He had some continuation beyond the screen itself and ended up carrying his arms and body into that defender. You want to take that? You want to take this chair? Okay. That's not my sweatshirt, but we can throw it on the floor. Oh, true. Dan, great job using your top side hand to mark that 3 as a center. Yep. Thank you. I can live with that no call. That was almost seemed like the player created a lot of that contact and put himself in that predicament. I don't know if the defender really did anything wrong there. So that was a good no call. Who's got clock? Somebody will get it. All right, do we have red ball coming out? I think that's what Mark's figuring out.
So the first travel I had, right? The second one, I don't know if because the kid came in and he stopped, and when he spun, then he took the step, and then he shot it.
That was your pivot.
This is my pivot.
Okay, so do that again.
He stepped around the kid like this, lifted this foot, and then shot.
You didn't replace it.
Okay.
So that's a step through. Yep. And I didn't actually, because I couldn't, I didn't catch which one was his pivot, so I couldn't judge if it was actually travel or not. I agreed with you initially, because I'm like, well, that felt like a travel. And then I thought more, and everybody reacted like, that's a valid step through. And I'm like, I think it actually was an actual step through.
The first one was not. The first one was a definite travel.
Yep, absolutely, yep.
Because he definitely changed 50 feet on the first one.
Yep.
The second one, it looked like a travel, felt like a travel, so I called it, but I think
And step throughs, depending on how they do them, they're getchas once in a while. You know, they're like, oh crap, I just screwed that one up.
A spin move. He had just done a spin move, and then he did the step through. Yep. And there's all that going on at once, and I was like, oh,
so I don't remember which player it was on blue. I think it was the kid with the headband. When he comes back out, just say, hey, you know what? I screwed up on that step through. Because he was asking me about it, and I'm like, I said, I don't know which one your pivot was. Yeah. I didn't pay attention to that when I started. So, what else you guys got? I mean, we got a score that's 7-point difference. I don't remember what the fouls were, but I think it was fairly even. What are we missing or need to adjust for?
I mean, there might be a little bit extra going on in the post, a little bit extra holding.
Okay.
Especially the big guy on red. He seems to be kind of, I don't know. I didn't see anything illegal, but I also
with the big guy on red, his post defense, he's close to getting that leg in there, opposed to being an illegal guarding position.
Okay.
Right. So that would be something to watch on his post team. He doesn't play very hard, so I didn't think it showed up much. He was just standing behind it.
Yep.
But if they start banging,
if he pushes him with it, absolutely.
Issue, right?
I did catch 40 blue, have an illegal screen. He's a post, he set a screen over here near this block, away from the ball, to free up a guy to go to the ball. I think it was actually in your area.
Yeah, I caught it out of the corner
He
of my eye.
went like this, hey buddy, and then he did this, and then he did some extra crap after. Those are ones where they sneak up on you, and you're like, crap, I missed it. Now I'm gonna get the next one. So now we know he is potentially culprit when he's in the game. All right, let it rip. Mark had red. Yep. Dan, that would have been a good one to close in on. Okay, speaking of that play, the drive started on the top side, went down this other side, edge of the lane. As the lead, Dan, I think you should probably, we as leads in three-person have a lot of fluidity. What I was taught by one of my fellow friends and really top-level officials is what we call is go into the ESPN zone, ESPN camera zone, right? So I take a step into the lane. I'm actually in the lane. I'm not rotating. I'm just getting myself in the best position I can get in that particular play so that I have the best angle as he slides through defenders, and that I can see a bump, I can see a push, I can see a slap, versus if I just stayed locked in where I was, I did not have an angle for that. And just trying and remember the ESPN camera zone, and you apply that once in a while, you're like, holy crap, that's a really good spot. And then I guess to add to that, if he ends up kicking that out to the opposite corner, you now are already halfway rotated through, and you can just rotate all the way through them. He's a pretty smooth player. That was a nice move. I like that move. Then I think that last play, that would have been a good one to get. He threw him way off balance to get a shot. It didn't really, it affected his shot. Absolutely. It did not hit his arm or anything like that, but he gave him enough body contact or body displacement that it threw him off of his balance, and he had to throw up a really terrible shot. Good call. Ball was touching the ring. He touched it while it was on the ring. No basket. Good call. We don't have too many of those goaltending / basket interference type calls. I think probably the only little bit of spice I could add to that one is, blow it, say, like you said, we have goaltending, and finish out with, let's just say he tipped the ball and you just go, no basket. Because the table might infer that as, okay, somebody goaltended is going to count. So, goaltending, no basket. Blue ball. And in that case, it would be blue ball on the end line. So I think that would probably finalize it as what's my result. Uh-oh, he almost forgot about playing defense. So that was a fun play, right? Alley-oop play, awesome. Not that I want to go out and call somebody out for that, but did he chin up? Did he need to chin up on the rim? I would say we could rewatch the film and dissect it in full speed or whatever, but I would say on that particular one I would lean towards no, it's not worth going after. Now, did he fully chin up? He didn't. He just kind of half lazy chinned up or whatever. So that's definitely a let it slide, but something to consider on plays where we have dunks. I had one last year here in this area where we had a guy dunked it, got fouled. I believe it was something like that, and then chinned up, or actually he hung on the rim way too long in my opinion, and gave him a tee, you know. And the coach is like, "What?" And it's like, "Hey, dude, he overstayed his welcome he overstayed his welcome time on the rim. He hung there too long. He was not protecting himself for anything. He just hung." Littlest guy in the team's getting a rebound and putting it back in the land of the trees. Boy, is he fast, too. Definitely worth calling, Mark. Definitely a foul. Dan, I would say I would want that call to come from you, but it's still a foul. And Mark, you can definitely call it. I just want you to maybe wait just a hair longer, and then say, "Oh, Dan didn't call it. Now I call it." Fun alley-oop, huh?
I was close to being on the rim when he slammed it through, though.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been looking at it, but
It was
it was
close.
impressive.
I was thinking that as well. Good goaltending call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was definitely the right call. And you don't see too many of them, basket interference / goaltending. So I mean, the game's going well. I hope that Blue does not get
Blue's running out of steam.
Yeah, I just hope they don't get disgruntled and get chippy or do something evil.
On Blue, when he gets into traffic, that left arm comes up. I'd say we got
Red
watch
5
for
is
that
doing the same
flipping off.
thing too.
As an offensive player,
Yeah, as an offensive player, when
Ball
he's
handler?
driving into the thick of stuff, he pulls that arm up.
Yeah.
Anytime that extends, we're going to be there.
yep. That's a really good no call. The defender did absolutely nothing wrong. Back. Oh. That was a travel. So Red 5 actually did pull off a stutter step on his move there and got away with a travel. That was a good call, Tep. He was not gathered to shoot. He gathered to shoot after the foul had occurred. I think you had a patient enough whistle to process what the play was, and no, it was not a foul on a shot. Mark, don't go through players. Remember, do not go through players. What did Tep end up taking to the table? Alex. Alex, I got something for you. Realized I had one of your papers from the first game.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Turn your shoulders, 45 it. There you go. That tells your partners I'm looking here, not out there. I think his toe was actually on the line on that one. I was calling from 100 feet away though. still only had 2 steps. Okay, you guys are doing really good through the whole first 3 quarters of this game, or 80% of this game. We have the last 3 minutes. This is the point where we definitely do not want to have an I effed it up moment. We got to remain focused and aware throughout the rest of the game, and continue to stay in the shadows at this point. We do not want to stand out. If we called a good game throughout, we don't want to start being the sore thumb here. That's a good call, Tup. Good call. That's a good call. Mark, again, this is something to remember to think. I know we haven't talked about this physically, but you know, when you review this film, take a listen to how long your whistles are compared to your partner's whistles. The duration of how long you put air in it. It's just too long. And Tep, I can't remember if we talked about this or not, but again, we're late in the game. We obviously know who's going to win. We still do not want to walk through the players. We want to walk around the players. And again, a good 3-point signal. 3-point initial signal and 3-point finish signal. Good, very good.
Thank you.
Really good job.
Thank you.
Really good job. Really good job.